Hey everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and today I'm doing another video. Now, as many of you have probably guessed, today I'm reacting to Season 9, Episode 21 of The Next Step, and I can't wait to find out what's going on in the episode, who is in it, what dancers we're getting, and really who is going to be in the final of internationals, because I'm assuming the final episode is just going to be about the finals, so I'm really excited to kind of get into this episode and find out what is going on. Now, as always, the clips that I'm putting in are not mine, they're owned by The Next Step, and I'm just putting them in so you know what's going on, what I'm talking about, and really to kind of just show you what's going on in the episode. Now, please let me know what you think about the episode in the comments, as I love reading what you guys think, and I'm just going to get straight into watching it.
And let's not forget, one dancer will be crowned International Soloist of the Year.
I'm really excited to see who's going to be crowned International Soloist of the Year, because I'm pretty sure it was the Swedish soloist in Season 3, so it'll be really cool to see whether The Next Step do win this time, and I feel like Ariana could do it, and I could see her having the title of International Soloist, so I do have my fingers crossed, but I just hope that they kind of resolve the situation.
Of course Maria's behind this, and I doubt Pascal even knows she's involved.
I'm really glad that Heath is now aware that Pascal's kind of leaving of him was influenced by Maria, because I really wanted to make sure that he knew it wasn't like personal to him, because I think that's what he was worried about, that he had done something wrong. But as we all know, it wasn't anything to do with him, and it was Camille, Maria and Grace kind of sorting that out and kind of plotting against them. So I'm really glad that Heath is now aware of that, and I'm really hoping he gets the chance to talk to Pascal.
Wait, what flowers?
Fess up, Presley. It's one thing to do something so cruel to your sister.
What I'm confused about is if Olive and Adele do you think that Presley sent the flowers, because that's the vibe I'm getting, and obviously Olive and Adele seem quite passionate about it, so I want to know, like, if Presley did send them. Like, if she did, why would she do that?
She's missing. We can't find her anywhere.
I know where she is.
I'm really glad Presley is kind of taking charge of this situation, because she does know Ariana the best, and the fact that she kind of knows where she might be, etc., that's really good. So I hope that Presley can kind of talk to Ariana and kind of get her into a better headspace for the competition, because right now Ariana is not in the right headspace to be doing a solo for internationals, so it's all up to Presley really now.
I knew I'd find you here. Presley? I can't believe Presley's here. This is all I ever hoped for.
I'm glad that Ariana and Presley are having the opportunity to talk their feelings out and to kind of open up about what's been going on. And I think that this will really benefit Ariana, kind of hearing from someone that she's very close to, that she is a good person, she has done good things. But the only thing I'm confused about in this is, where has this room been all season? Like, where are we? Because it looks like we're in a costume cupboard, but where has that been? Because as far as I remember, there hasn't been one this season.
It made me think about how I sabotaged and betrayed the team, and I still feel like a traitor.
Like I said earlier, I think it is good that Ariana and Presley are having this conversation, but it is important that Ariana knows that the team have moved on, they have forgiven her. And that's kind of shown in the fact that they are trusting her with one of the most important dancers at internationals. So I hope that Presley can kind of drill that into Ariana, kind of show her that the team do trust her now, because I think that's going to give her the edge to do the solo.
You need to know that Maria forced you to make that choice to try and mess with us.
I had no idea Maria was behind this choice.
I'm glad that Heath's spoken to Pascal to clear the air, because I feel like that's going to help Pascal do her solo too, because obviously Pascal would be dancing, but she would have all that guilt with her for kind of leaving Heath. So the fact that they've spoken about it and that they're kind of updating each other on the situation is really important, and I'm glad this convo is happening.
Wish me luck.
It's so good that they've worked something out, because honestly, I know we didn't see too much of Heath and Pascal this season, but they really have got a special connection. They have opened up to each other, and I feel like they are a really good pair. And I know that not everybody is for Heath and Pascal romantically. I personally am. I think that it could be really good. So I'd be interested to see where it could go. So this is definitely a step in the right direction. As well, in that situation, it's shown that Maria can't sabotage them and get away with it, because she tried to break up their bond, but it didn't work. So sucks to be Maria right now. Pascal's solo is just amazing. It's not what I expected, because I thought we would be getting like a ballet solo, a lot of emotion kind of coming through, but this is more of, I would say, like a jazz solo, which is not really a style of dancing that I've seen from her yet. So I really, really like it, and I really like the song. It's very fiery, it has a good rhythm to it. So yeah, Pascal's solo is very, very good. That was such a good solo from Pascal. Honestly, like I said, didn't expect it, but I would give that a very high score. Like, I would say France are definitely in the running to be like the international soloist. So well done, Pascal. You've done everyone proud. I'm glad Ariana's taking advantage of the stairs on the stage, because I feel like most of the dancers have done that, but it just shows how she's good at adapting to what set she's got and kind of what the situation is. So the fact that she's using those stairs and kind of flipping off of them, for example, I think she did a flip, I can't remember what move it is, but she did something like that. Just shows the judges how she's good at adapting to different situations. So yeah, very, very good move from her.
Same path for a while, but look at her now. Honestly, I'm a little jealous.
Is Grace having doubts? Like, I did not expect that from her. I thought that she would just be so evil that she would never even see that what she did was wrong. But I guess in some ways, Grace is now lonelier than she was before, because she's not got Ariana as a friend. She hasn't really got Presley as a friend, because it was mainly Presley and... who was it? Presley and Myers she was upset about. And I don't think that they're really friends with her, because I've not heard that they are. So really... she's lonelier than she was before, so maybe she's realising that being evil isn't the way forward. That was such a good solo from Ariana. Honestly, her costume, the lighting, the choreography was all perfect. And in my eyes, that did beat Pascal's, but I don't know like what the judges are going to say, obviously, but I would give that to the next set personally. I think Ariana did an amazing job. The only thing I would have changed is to change the solo song, because that song's already been used this season and I would have liked to have seen a different one. But other than that, very, very good.
95! The International Soloist of the Year is Ariana.
Oh my gosh, Ariana won International Soloist of the Year. That is so good. I don't think the Next Step have ever won that category before, so that is absolutely amazing. But yeah, she deserved it, and honestly I feel like she has done the team really proud, and it just shows her character development this season. She's gone from wanting to take the next step down to being in the most important dance arguably at internationals, so I'm really, really happy for Ariana.
Grace, thanks for the flowers.
I love that little comment from Ariana to Grace. Like, honestly, Grace can take her flowers elsewhere because Ariana doesn't want them.
Day 2 at internationals.
Yes, we're just waking up here in North America, but
I love Miss Kate's white outfit for Internationals Day 2. It's very iconic. So yeah, well done costume department. That is a very good choice.
Which means you can't have performed it before, which most definitely means you can't post it online.
This is such bad news for Anthony and Adele. Like, getting that video posted was really, really like not great, because they spent so long working on that solo and to kind of help Adele feel more comfortable. Because do you remember like all that stuff about Michelle talking to Eldon about making Adele comfortable and her partner being really important? Like, how are they going to come up with a new routine? Honestly, this Remy and Ebby situation has had so many consequences, and this is the biggest one. Ebby's going to have to like fess up about it, because this is not good.
I shared Anthony and Adele's duet with Remy from Team France.
Ebby.
I feel like Ebby is being so open and honest in this situation, and that is all she can do. I feel like because she has done what she's done, the best thing that can come out of this is her honesty, and that is really being shown here. So Ebby is 100% doing the right thing, and for that I am proud of her, but she shouldn't have done any of it in the first place.
You're gonna be the alternate.
I feel so bad for her. Like, yes, she's done wrong, but I don't think she deserves to be the alternate. Like, why is that a fair consequence? Because she's literally the national soloist. Like, that's gonna lessen their chances of winning. So yeah, I think that was a bad call from Nick, to be honest. So Nick, rethink your choice.
I felt so stupid to think that you actually liked me back.
I do, a lot.
I'm so glad Anthony and Adele have had this conversation. There have been a lot of open and honest conversations this episode, and it's very nice to see. But yeah, they've kind of confessed their feelings, so I don't know where that's going to go. But I'm really, really happy that they have had this conversation, because now they can dance without any worry, without any guilt, without any fear. They can just focus on their dancing, which is exactly what they need to do.
We just confessed our feelings for each other, and now we have to go perform the biggest dance of our lives?
This is going to make their routine 10 times better because the chemistry is going to be going everywhere. Everybody's going to be seeing the connection they have. And like Eldon said, it is important to have a solidified duet and a really, really strong connection. So that is clearly going to be seen when they dance. So I'm really excited to see kind of their routine and what everybody thinks of it. So my first thoughts on Team France's dance, I do love the costumes, I love the lighting, and I think they are going to do a really good job. I'm excited to see it because I feel like we haven't seen that much dancing from Team France, obviously apart from since we got to internationals. So seeing this is going to be really, really cool. That was a really, really good duet, but I have seen better. Like, I'm not gonna lie, maybe it's because we haven't got a connection to those characters, but there was something missing for me, and I don't know what it was, but I think Anthony and Adele are gonna do really good, so I'm excited to see them dance now.
Just so you know, I'm really glad that I told you how I feel.
Me too.
There's literally so much chemistry between Anthony and Adele. Like, honestly, this conversation they had before this dance is probably gonna win it for them. So I'm ready to see this. I'm so excited.
Now it's the greatest thing in the entire world.
But then they come.
Was that rose the one that Anthony gave Adele at the start of the season? Because if that is the case, that is so lovely. And another thing I noticed was that the backdrop in the background of the shots match Adele's outfit, and I feel like that's a really, really good thing. And I feel like that in terms of like aesthetic will be really, really good for costume points for the dance, because I'm assuming they're not just marked on the dancing, because if they must have to pick like a specific amount of outfits to wear and like guidelines, so I feel like that's going to help their score 100%.
You can tell just immediately that there is a connection between these two.
Miss Kate is very correct. The chemistry between Anthony and Adele is very clear. I can see it just kind of watching it, so I feel like them watching it in person, it was very obvious. So I think that they have a real chance at winning this round. Oh my gosh, they just kissed on the international stage. Like, is that even allowed? Like, James and Riley might have done that, but like, whoa, I was not expecting that. I was expecting maybe later on, after the duet. But I mean, that just shows the judges how connected they are. So that could be the reason they win this round. So not complaining at all. And I'm glad that Anthony and Adele feel like they can do that. Like, that's amazing.
92.
They got such a good score, and I'm really, really happy for them. But obviously, I think they said there's still one more team to go. So I guess they're going to make it to the final, because we literally see in the trailer. But like, still, the suspense is happening. It's going on. So I just want to get this other team out of the way so we can find out if they get to the final.
But you would pretend to be my friend, though. Maria, she pushes you and manipulates you.
I'm beginning to feel bad for Camille, because I do think she cares about Kenzie, but at the end of the day, she did wrong. Like, she hurt Kenzie in a lot of ways. So I feel bad for Camille because I think she's becoming lonely and she's missing her friendship with Kenzie. But I also feel bad for Kenzie again because she is surrounded by people who she thought she could trust, but she can't anymore. But I don't know whether this friendship will mend. I feel like it will in the next episode, but I don't really know how.
Team Canada and Team France.
We did it! We made it to the finals! Boom!
Olive is so real, honestly. I'm so happy that that talking heads happened. It just shows how excited she is. And honestly, I cannot wait to see them all in the finals. Like, they deserve this so much. And Anthony and Adele did such a good job, so I'm still surprised they were second, because I think they were better than France, but I don't mind. They're in the top two, which means they're in the finals, which is amazing. Was it a surprise? No, because the two teams which we've seen throughout the season are in the final, so it's not that much of a shock, but I'm still really, really happy.
I know what Maria has in store, and the next step is in big trouble.
I wonder what Maria has planned. Like, this sounds very intense, and Maria's done some pretty bad things to the next step, and if this is going to top that off, then I'm excited to see what it is. So honestly, bring it on, Maria. The next step are going to take her down, because at the end of the day, every single time she's tried, she's never won. So honestly, I'm not even that worried. I'm sure that they'll be fine. But one thing to point out is Grace looked very conflicted there. I think she definitely is having second thoughts about taking down the team, so I wonder if she'll go through with it. I'm really interested now to see what she does next episode. Anyway, that is the end of season 9, episode 21, and what an episode that was. It was full of dancing, drama, romance, connections, open conversations. It was full of so much stuff that I really like. I'm gonna give that, I'm so torn on what to give it, because I'm gonna give it an 8.5 out of 10, because it was really, really good, full of so much amazing content. I'm so happy that they're moving on to the finals. I'm so happy that Anthony and Dell have worked stuff out. I'm so happy that Ariana managed to do her solo. Like, we had so much stuff go on there. But I'm so pleased, and I cannot wait to watch the season finale of season 9, which is just insane. I need to know who wins. I'm so excited. But thank you so much for watching this episode. Video, I don't even know what I'm calling my videos at this point, but thank you so much for watching. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, because I'm so interested to see what you all thought of that episode. Thank you so much for watching, everybody, and I will see you very soon for my reaction to the season finale of season 9 of The Next Step. Have an amazing day, and I'll see you soon. Bye, guys.